First of all, my name is Vanessa. Some of you know me, others may not. And in this video, I'm going to be demonstrating modifications for exercises that Kathy Friedrich does in her intensity series. There are some modifications that I'll be showing. There are about 9 exercises that I'll be demonstrating modifications for today. So, for those of you that want a visual intensity series, that's just one or two of the workouts that are on in the series. And the exercises are these. And I'll write a list, I'll write down what each exercise is in the description when I post this video on YouTube. I'll be using a step to demonstrate certain portions of it and dumbbells to demonstrate other pieces of it. And the main reason for doing this is there are people such as myself that may not be fitness professionals. A little bit of history on me. I'm also an ACE certified personal trainer. And so that's the main reason I'm doing this video series, is to show those that may not be professionals and know what modifications can be done to work the same area, to show them what they can do. This is just meant as supplementation. Purely, that's it. The first exercise I'm going to show is the leg press. Now, I've shown this in some of the other videos that I've done. You may have seen me wear the same shirt because I probably did the tutorial on the same day. But I'll show it again, since I am labeling these by the series with which it corresponds with. So, you can do the leg press on any height of step. It's just difficult to do it on the floor. So, even as something as low as a 2 or a 4-inch step would work. There's just, you may not get as much of the benefit from a 4-inch step as you might from a 6 or an 8-inch step. So, 1 foot on, and I'm using an 8-inch step here. The purple step that's off to the side is a 6-inch step. You stack them together, at least with the fanny lifter that I have, and it makes a 14-inch step. Now, with this step, the 8-inch height, I have to bend the knee to a certain degree, but it's not like I'm being way up here and doing this. It's more friendly on the knee. Now, if for some reason that one particular day your knee is like, you're not doing an 8-inch step, that's okay. Go to the 6-inch step. You still get the benefit of using that particular muscle. You just don't have a lot of the strain on the knee. And you can use dumbbells with this on the leg press, and I think Kathy may use a ball or a barbell or something when doing the leg press, but I'm just going to do it without weight to show you how I would modify it. Press the weight, press the heel that is on the step, press into it to get the body up, tapping the back toe, as such. Like that. Now, on some of the leg press exercises that I've seen Kathy do in some of the first exercise series that she has ever done, I see her going down using the back knee like she does in gym style legs. You can do that if you want, but a good modification is to, you can bend the back knee, but not put all the weight on onto the toe. Just put it flat-footed, because you're really focusing a lot of your weight in this leg and glute here. The next exercise, barbell squats. Now, I'm not using a barbell. Every time I use a barbell, I never feel it in the area that I'm supposed to feel it, so I use dumbbells instead. So, the exercise is called a barbell squat because that's what Kathy does. I'm using dumbbells, which is just fine. It still works the same area. You're just using a different prop. The feet are hip distance apart. Palms are facing the body. You stick your butt out before you begin. Keep your weight in your heels. Allow your knees to bend. Do not let your knees shoot past your toes like that. Keep your back flat. Pushing your weight into your heels to stand yourself up. Now, the reason I only went that far down is because my knees were really complaining to me and saying, okay, I don't know what you think you're doing, but we can't do that today. We've spoken to you about this, is what they say. Push into the heels to get yourself up. Push, 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 push. That's how I do what she calls the barbell squats. I do dumbbells. Now, deadlifts. Okay. Dumbbells. I don't recall if she uses a barbell or dumbbells, but she may use a barbell. Anytime that she uses a barbell, I swap a dumbbell, put that in its place. Feet about hip distance. Now, for a lot of deadlifts, having your feet closer together, not like you're walking, but still closer together. But I'm going to show a side view, because every time that I show the front view, people look confused. They can't understand it, so I show them the side view. Oh, yeah, I get it. Palms are going to face the body. Dumbbells in the hands. I have the dumbbells in the hands. Stick the butt out. Now, you keep the area from your hip to your head straight. And you keep from your hip to your ankle straight. Now, there's an angle there, but it's straight. And if you were to tip me sideways, I would look like I'm in a wide V. Push into the heels to bring yourself up. Going down, keep the weight in the heels. Keep the knees straight, but not locked. Keep them soft at all times. There's a reason that I said that slowly. People that do some jerky movements when they're doing the deadlifts, they wind up having some low back issues because they were not kind to their body and they didn't use proper form when they were going down into the deadlift. Okay. The next exercise, bent over dumbbell row, one arm. Now, the way Kathy does it, she just does this bending over thing like this. I'm going to use the step. Put one foot on the step. Now, if you're having difficulty bending your knee that much, then use the step or the 6-inch step. That's fine. Either way. I'm going to bend over, same knee or same leg and elbow. I'm bracing my weight. Now, I don't recall if she has the palm facing the body or the palm facing the back of the room. I'm going to demonstrate both. So, palm facing the leg. Draw the elbow back. Now, if you're feeling like that this is you're pitched too far forward, put the hand same hand on the thigh and do the same thing. Just bring your torso up a little bit. That's fine. Now, palm is going to face the room, which means this elbow is going to draw a smile or a half moon on the side. So let me show you that. And then come back here and show you the side angle. Like that. That is the way I do it. Now, clean and press going into a bent row. Now, this can be difficult. If you need to, break these up and make these two separate moves, okay? Clean and press. I would suggest using lighter dumbbells than these when you're first starting out in order to get the movement down correctly. So it's a clean and press. You do this motion here. Notice how I bent my knees to bring the weights up. So that's the reason I'm saying use a lighter weight. Clean and press. Press overhead, down, and you want to bring the weight in front of your body. Like that. So you want this type of movement here. Let me get a little closer so you can see. So here like that, up, down, and then curl. So it will be here. I'm going to step back a little bit because I don't want to hit that bar. I have a bar up here where curtain for my treatment room. Here, and then down. Here, 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 down. So this here, when you go up, you come back down. There's a pivoting motion where you bring it up, curl it down, and then come down. That's why you want to use light weights, so that you can get that motion down. Once you get that motion down, everything else is easy. And then you have the bent over row, which if you have a barbell, which I think she may be using in this particular series, you tip from the hip. Now I'm going to show a modification where I have one heel elevated and then you bring it in like this. Okay? Now I'm going to put the two together, but I'm going to do it in a semi-slow succession. So here, push, down, here, tip from the hip, bring it in, bring it in. One more time. Here, up, down, bring it in. I adjusted the feet, in, and in. And then push into the heel to stand up. Now, barbell curl. I'll be using a dumbbell for two dumbbells for this. You can use, I'm going to be using two dumbbells. Now you can stick with the barbell, no problem. I just find that it feels very uncomfortable to use a barbell for a lot of my exercises. I think it's because my body is just accustomed to using dumbbells and not barbells. So with the dumbbell curl, you just want to try to keep your arms in alignment with each other. So if you find that one is doing this thing here, then try to keep them aligned so that both muscles will get the same development, so that one is not slightly larger than the other, because one was being slightly favored even though you weren't trying to. Barbell lunges. Now, I'm going to show it with dumbbells. Split stance. Torso upright. Weight in the front heel. Back toe. Bend both knees. I'm not going as deep. Push into the heel and toe respectively. And push. Good. If you can't go that deep, don't worry about going that deep. Go as deep as you can, or as shallow as you can. And if you're finding it difficult to use dumbbells, don't use weights. Just do the lunges. Alright. The next two exercises won't use weights. And I've given tutorials on the push-ups, but I'm going to continue to show the two modifications on the push-ups and talk about the modification on the Fit Tower for the push-ups. So for the Fit Tower, those of you that have your Fit Tower, if you want to do the push-ups on the Fit Tower, it's easier to do them on the Fit Tower even on your toes. I've done it, and I actually prefer to use the Fit Tower above most other equipment, but I usually do it on 14-inch step because it's easier for me to grab. The Fit Tower I have tucked behind another piece of exercise equipment, and I have to wrangle it out, and then by the time I have it all out, the exercise set is over half over. And so getting the step it takes 5 seconds, I'm there, and then I can do the push-ups, and then I'm done. And so, it's like, so yeah, I guess I need to rearrange part of the room so that I can get easier access to the Fit Tower instead of having to wrangle it around the corner somewhere and it being inconvenient to deal with. But you can do the push-ups on the Fit Tower. I've seen Kathy do it in her videos, and she can show you great modifications for doing that perfectly fine. I have no additional modifications to show you on that. But if you need additional modification for push-up, if it's difficult for you to get down onto your knees and you don't have a Fit Tower, then you can do a wall push-up. A wall push-up, you're pushing against the wall with your hands. Now, if you're worried about wrist issues, then you can make a fist and then put the fist up against the wall like that. And I'm going to show you how to do that. If you're worried about the knuckles feeling a little compressed against the wall and being a little tender, put on workout gloves and then try that. Usually that helps. It helps to absorb some of the shock. So you can have the thumbs facing each other, or you can have the thumbs facing the floor. It's entirely up to you. If you're not worried about the wrists, then you can use this jackknife position and do it that way. So, fist up against the walls. Thumbs are facing each other, and you want to make sure that the hands are in alignment with the chest. You don't want it up here, you want it down here. Yep, elbows out. Now I'm going to rotate where the palms are facing the floor, the thumbs are facing the floor. Now, palms are on the wall. Good. And that's the wall push-up. I'm going to swing this around so that you can see. Sorry, it's a little shaky. There we go. I'm going to show you the push-ups on the step. Two modifications for the ones on the step, using the step. First modification. This is somewhat for intermediate exercisers, but you can be on your knees, but it's more challenging than being in this tabletop position. So, hands on the corners, pushing into the palms, elbows going out to the side. And I have the 14-inch fanny lifter here to use as one of my props. Now, if that version was too difficult for you, it was too much of a push lever, then do the tabletop. And this modification I would suggest for those that may have blood pressure issues, and so they shouldn't be way down here doing this because their head would be below the level of their heart at certain times. And so with this, your head is always above the level of your heart on the 14-inch step. It still may be above it on the 8-inch step, so you would use that as your own personal guide. So if you find that you can do it on the 8-inch step, great. If you find that you prefer to do it on the Fit Tower, do it that. One final exercise, and this one I find to be very close to a favorite of mine in this series, because it looks very, very different from any other exercise that I've done in the past or probably in the future. And so it's a tilted forward leaning lunge. Tilted forward leaning lunge. So you're in this position here, according to how Kathy does it in the video. She puts her hands back here, and she bends this front knee and goes all the way down. I'm not going to be able to go that far down, but you pivot, hinge from the hip forward, keeping your weight in the front heel, and you go down as far as you can and then push into your heel, in the front heel, to get up. Now, I'm finding that I can bring my back foot further back, so that's just what I did. And I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see my feet. There. Now, if you're finding your hands back here is too difficult, put the hands on the front of the thigh. Like that. I'm going to put one hand on one hip and one hand on the same quad there. And I'm feeling it in the glute of the bent leg. That's what I'm supposed to be feeling it. This can also serve as a balance challenge, especially if you go up onto that back toe. But I'm not sure Kathy did that. She might have gone off onto the back toe, but I'm staying on the heel. One more. All right. Yeah, I got my workout in for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and you want to see others like it, or you want me to produce others like it, put in the comments section what you would like to see me modify on the exercises. The name of the instructor, the video, and maybe even the workout series that it comes from. Whether it's a DVD or a streaming video, I'll see if I can get my hands on it one way or the other. And if you don't like it, it's okay. I'm not going to be offended if you choose not to unlike this video or do a down thumb or whatever. I'm not going to be offended. It is what it is. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.